What is up? Hey y'all, J&L here. I am here to talk about UFC 246. It's happening this Saturday at Las Vegas. About to say California. I keep saying that. It's like third time I've done this video. I'm getting kind of tired. Las Vegas, Nevada. All right. I'm super excited for this fight, actually. The whole card stacked. Please be looking out for my other platforms to see if I do any extra additional picks because only going to do the main event here. Plus, we've been gone for what, like 3 weeks from the UFC, but on my other platforms, I've been talking about the Bellator fights as far as Rampage and, Fedor and Rampage. We've had some boxing fights pass, so again, you got to keep up with me everywhere. But now we are here for UFC 246. Let's get into the main event. We're starting off with a bang. I'm choosing Anthony Pettis to beat Diego Fiera. That's kind of one I need to do a little bit more research on as far as the condition of Anthony Pettis, what his body's like. You know, he's been through a lot. How is he feeling? When's the last time he was injured? How long? All of that nature. But I am pretty confident with picking Anthony Pettis here. They're actually 33 and 30. Diego's older. I just blanked on it. Like I said, for some reason I can't get this video together. I've taped this, recorded this several times. Okay. So they're both going to start quickly. I do believe that Anthony Pettis will, with only being 3 rounds, that actually favors him. So, but this is a great way to start off a card. So I'm choosing Pettis to beat Fiera. Next up, I'm choosing Claudia Gadelia to beat Alexa Grasso. I'm really trying to see where Claudia is at. Alexa is taller than her, but she's not a particularly long fighter. Plus, Claudia has a great chin. I believe she'll be able to take a shot, duck under a shot in order to get her hands onto her to get her down, work her way to a submission, some ground and pound. But that's Alexa's tough. This is going to be her biggest fight, toughest fight to date. We'll see where she's at as well. But I am picking Claudia. Next up, I'm choosing Alexei Oleinik to beat Maurice Green. I just really haven't, from, Ultimate Fighter, Maurice came out with some heat, but ever since then, I don't really think he's lived up to the hype. He is 33, excuse me, and Alexei is 42 years old. We know heavyweights do mature later, so Maurice being 33 might as well be, 28 or something like that, right? So let's see where he's at. Let's see if he has grown. He does have a 4-inch reach, or he's 4 inches taller, but he has a reach advantage. He doesn't really particularly fight long. And on the ground, I believe that Alexa's better, has more submissions, more proficient. It's about a higher level of competition. I just think he's just more proficient at being an MMA fighter. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the fight where Maurice turns that corner. However, I am choosing Alexa Oleinik to win this fight. Now, co-main event, we are seeing the number 3 versus the number 5. We're seeing Holly Holm take on Raquel Pennington. Raquel Pennington being the number 5 fighter. They're around the same height, same reach and all of that. Holly she fights longer with her kickboxing. Raquel started out, of course, with her boxing, but she's kind of from the school of training everywhere. When she really started at 19, she was an all-around athlete, softball, basketball, volleyball, all of that. She fell in love with the boxing and then started training everything with the grappling, the wrestling. She has some good submissions. She has quite a few submission victories, actually. She's slick. She's smart. She's very, very well-rounded. She's been getting better and better. She's tough. Yeah, she deserved her title shot against Amanda Nunes. And I believe, even though she's coming off a win against Aldana, that she needs to continue to win because the bantamweight division is getting tougher and tougher as each day passes. Holly Holm now. She's former UFC champion. She has multiple boxing and kickboxing titles in multiple weight classes. She's 38 years old. Raquel's 31. Especially for female fighters, they don't quite have the same length in their careers as we see. Holly Holm's been fighting for a long time. She's been through some wars. Almost all her fights are 5 rounds. This one is not. I don't know if that will work to her advantage. As we see with fighters who are used to fighting main events, they don't really get going until like the 3rd round because they're used to fighting those long fights. So we'll see if she can shorten her game plan and her offense to fit 3 rounds. I think she needs to keep this standing. I don't know if I said that Raquel needs to get on the inside of Holly Holm's kicks, especially those legs that she likes to use as jabs. Get on the inside, make her hold your body weight. I'm actually not quite sure who's going to be stronger, if Raquel's going to be able to muscle up against the cage or turn her here or drag her down there. But I think that's Raquel's best path to victory, unless she is doing something with the hands that works. I think she needs to get on the inside and try to take Holly down or beat her up against the cage with the dirty boxing, make her hold your body weight, all of that. Holly Holm, I think she should keep this in space. Again, unless she can work something with the dirty boxing, because she does have some nice uppercuts and things that she can do on the inside. So we'll see, again, who is stronger when they get close, because I'm actually not sure. Other than that, I think Holly should keep this on the inside. Use those kicks as jabs. Keep her away from you. Use your distance. And you can point your way to a victory or possibly open up or work your way to a KO via the kicks, things of that nature. If you do get taken down, I think Raquel has better submissions and a bit better instincts with her grappling. So I think you should try to stand back up immediately and use that takedown defense. Just keep it standing. Who do I think is going to win this fight? I think they both need a win, even though Raquel's coming off of a win. Again, the weight division or weight class is getting more and more stacked as each day passes. Holly's coming off of loss, and with her being 38 years old, I think she needs it slightly more. She's been through some wars. Her body's been through some things. I am kind of seeing what she has left. This will be a good test for her. Raquel coming off of, again, a win. I'm going to pick Holly Holm. But I think it's going to be a good fight because I think both ladies know that they need a win. So I think it's going to be competitive. They're both going to want it. They're both going to start first. That's going to matter. But I am going to choose Holly Holm at this point. Next up, main event, and we're seeing the return of Mr. Conor McGregor against Mr. Donald Cowboy Cerrone. They're the ranked number 4 and 5 in the lightweight division. I believe this. I don't know why for a while I thought this was going to be a welterweight fight, but I guess it's going to be a lightweight fight. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. All right. Let's talk about Cowboy Cerrone first. I believe he's 36 years old. He is the elder. And in fight years, he's a lot older than that because he's been through some wars, especially lately. I do believe he's going to be, well, he is the bigger fighter. He's about 4 inches taller. But not only that, I think he's going to be thicker. I think he's going to be noticeably bigger than Conor McGregor. He has that kickboxing base, that stand-up, very proficient, one-punch knockout power with the hands, and of course, with his kicks and his knees. But I also think he's a better grappler than Conor. I think that's where he'll have his edge. So I think he needs to try to get on the inside and take him down. If the dirty boxing is working well, maybe get him up against the cage and have him hold your body weight. I do believe that Cowboy will have better cardio. This is a 5-round fight, and the longer this fight goes, the more in favor of Cowboy Cerrone. McGregor has had cardio issues in the past, and him being off for a year and like 4 months isn't going to help that. So I think that Cowboy drag this fight into the latter rounds. If you need to do that, I think it'll be more in your favor. Get on the inside. He has like a 1-inch reach advantage, Cowboy does, but Conor actually fights longer. He's a better judge of range and distance as well. So I think that's going to nullify that little 1-2-inch reach advantage that he has on the hands or the feet. So I think he's going to have to get on the inside again, get your hands on Conor, see who's going to be stronger as far as muscle-wise, body-wise. I actually think Cowboy's going to be bigger and a bit stronger. And if this is a welterweight fight, I think that's going to help him even more as far as being able to muscle Conor up against the cage and things of that nature. So get on the inside, try to take him down and win the fight there. You have very proficient stand-up with your kickboxing, so if you're doing something that works, tear apart Conor's lead leg, hamper his movement, and if you can make it work on the feet, then make it work on the feet. But again, I think you're a better grappler than he is. Grappler and wrestler, so that should be your path to victory. I think I could be wrong. Now, as for Conor McGregor, again, even though he is the shorter fighter and has slightly shorter hands and feet, because of the way he fights, because he's a better judge of distance and range, I do believe he's not going to be at a reach disadvantage. He's the longer fighter. With his movement, that darting in and out style, which is very taxing on his body, this being a 5-round fight, I do believe you could, if he smoothed out that footwork, get that gliding footwork. Sometimes your angles take you in and take you out. So work on your angles, your footwork, your body posturing, things of that nature that can get you to those positions you want to get without having to in and out with your body, which is so taxing because this is a 5-round fight. So hopefully he's worked on that. I think he should keep it standing, where I do believe I think he has more punching power, quite frankly, Conor does. And I do believe that they're both going to be able to make adjustments during the fight. If the fight can stay standing, Conor, you might be able to talk to him. You might be able to go him into, actually, you can go Donald, actually, into a brawl, into fighting your fight. So do all of that. Use all your mental warfare inside of the octagon. Work the refs, do all the things you could do and keep it standing, and you could win this fight. It depends on the condition, of course, that you're in, being gone for as long as you have, and, of course, Donald Cerrone as well. Who do I think is going to win the fight? If it's at welterweight, I think that favors Donald, because I think he'll be even bigger and even a little bit more stronger. As far as cardio, again, I think he has better cardio anyway. So I think that will favor Donald if it is at 170. 155, I still think he'll be a bit bigger and a bit stronger, and I still think he'll have a bit more cardio. So as long as he doesn't get baited into any brawls, which Conor's definitely able to do that to him if he hasn't already, fight the safe fight. Or again, if you find something, does Conor still want to fight? Does he really want to get that fight again against Khabib? Is Mayweather going to come to the UFC and fight him there? I don't know. Does he really want to fight? We know he doesn't need the money. Neither does Cowboy, by the way. He has all of his sponsors and everything. He never lost anything. So actually, Cowboy's actually one of the more paid fighters in the company, although he has never had a payday like Conor, like this, right? And he's never been champion. So I think he still has more to fight for. I think that's going to matter. I'm having a hard time. I pick against Conor all the time. But I'm having a tough time this time. Watch him win this time. I'm going to pick Conor. See? I'm going to pick Cowboy. But just be watching my other social media platforms just in case I renege, okay? That's all I gotta say. I'm unsure on a couple of fights here. Plus the prelims are pretty stacked too, so please follow me everywhere. Well, first, I'm gonna pick Cowboy. I think he has more to fight for. I think he needs that big payday. And I'm not sure how much Conor really... Why is he fighting? I'm going to have to do some more... Why? I just don't... I don't know. I'm going to pick Cowboy. Let me go ahead and get off of this. Let me know who your picks and the injury updates. Let me know if this is, in fact, at 155 and not 170. Again, follow me on all platforms. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Snapchat. All of those things because I do different stuff. I do little snippets and 1-minute predictions and recaps and renegs and all of that. So, yeah, you got to follow me everywhere. Subscribe, like, talk to me. Take care. Goodbye.